first carry for Carlos Hyde. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Off of play action. Here's Smith. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 43 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down, a run with Hyde. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. On the move to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Come on, 52, 35.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, Hyde. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
Right.
They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Let's go. Go. That's how we do, D. That's how we do. They don't want to know. They don't want to know this. Good job, D. Good job. 15. 15. Hey, let's roll.
On fourth down, Smith. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Carlos Hyde, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Detroit! Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Over.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Throw right side, caught by Davis. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Detroit! Detroit!
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Now it's Rosen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Showed the nice footwork and then hit and dropped shy of the 45. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to be met at about the 43. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Rosen will throw. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Ravens send their punter out now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 54 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Smith on first down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Rosen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Settle down, huh?
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Okay, let's settle in. Come on, we're good. Stay.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Smith. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Lock. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
2nd and 10. Smith again. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Smith now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a 1st down.
17. Double.
They pitch it out to Hyde. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
15. Wide. Get wide. 15, yeah. 28, Check in.
Handoff comes to Hyde. Hyde, a 1st down and more. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Carlos Hyde with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Broncos are in for 6. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Ravens taking the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time. See if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Rosen. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Preston Smith coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And now it's Rosen looking. He sets to fire deep. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Play action here with Rosen. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up first and 10. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. He's going to loft one. Deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A huge play there for Denver. 43 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Attempt carry for Hyde. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Everyone's got four down. Hey, let's roll.
On the counter, this is Hyde. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll try to run with Carson, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season, and the Broncos will add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now here come the Ravens. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Now a handoff looking right. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Rosen to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is third and 10. the shotgun, it's Rosen. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. This is brought in at the 21. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And coming out now, the Broncos. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
And now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Throwing is Smith. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. On first down, Smith. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Smith. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Hey, gun.
3rd and 2, Smith. They go screen pass to Hyde. Hyde a first down and more. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
They'll run for him with Hyde. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Carlos Hyde on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On 2nd down, here's Rosen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kenny Clark coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
No. Check. Patriot. Watch him now, Barney. Hot. Watch him now, Barney. Watch him now, Barney. No. Check. Patriot.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Noah Spence in on the stop.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Rosen to throw on 3rd down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Rosen. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Rosen. And this is going to be incomplete. The safety, Buda Baker, there to force the incompletion. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
they've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go. Go. 12.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, it's Rosen. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Rosen. He's going to air one out. Got a man, it's caught. For a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Dante Moncrief now here on the return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. They'll try to fire up the running game with Hyde. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Switch. Hey, let's roll. I'm going to run you over.
Off of play action, here's Smith. To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Smith now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
15, yeah.
Smith. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Dante Moncrief, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
Partner, one of the cardinal rules of defense is that if you're in position to make a tackle, you need to make it.
Well, and if you can't make the tackle before that, you just got to knock that ball down, right?
Yeah, something has to happen because we saw the end result there. Missed tackle, he goes all the way and takes it for a touchdown.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
No. Check. Patriot. Hurry up. Here we go.
Rosen on 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Detroit!
2nd and 10 now, it's Rosen. And incomplete on the deep ball.
An attempt at a deep ball there, they didn't get it. But boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Detroit!
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting him in jeopardy right now.
Watch it now, Barney! Over!
Pirine. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They go play action. It's Rosen. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Preston Smith in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Third and long here for Rosen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on third and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They start the drive with Hyde. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Hey, gun.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. Smith now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
12. Hey, slot. Check. Let's go. Gun. Check. Good list. Orange.
Now Smith. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Yellow.
Now Smith. And he's got Moncrief. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And back to the ground. Hyde. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Another tote for the afternoon workhorse. It's Hyde. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Broncos on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Smith. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 37. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now Rosen on first down. Wide open receiver, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll go on the ground. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence, that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And they'll run it here. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Lucky 56.
And now it's Rosen looking. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Watch him now, Barney. Gone. Over.
Here we go. It's Rosen on 4th down. And Davis has it over the middle. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Broncos will take over on downs. They'll give to Hyde. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. In for the score. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And man, Charles, talking about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later, not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. And Denver getting set to take the field. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 44 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a run with Hyde. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They run it again with Hyde. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing is Smith. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jason Verrett. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Detroit! Detroit!
After the interception, here's Rosen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Rosen again on 2nd and 10. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. And they get up on it quickly and spike it with just a little over 50 seconds to go. Play action, Rosen. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Throwing now, Rosen on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Hey, back up, back up, back up, back up.
Back to the ground. This time it's high. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball.